All right, what's up, guys? We're going to have kind of an uncomfortable conversation today for some of you experienced CrossFitters or people that have been in the fitness game for a couple years, kind of doing some strength and conditioning for a while. What we're going to be talking about is the sophomore slump. So, I've had the privilege now to, see several thousand people on their first day of exercise, and also kind of coach some people through a couple years of working toward those goals. So I've kind of narrowed down the sophomore slump to about 5 different categories of people that chances are, if you're experiencing that right now, you probably fall into one of these categories. If you haven't gotten there yet, good for you. Keep going with what you're going, with what you're doing, but keep this in mind as you kind of progress into your strength and conditioning life. So let's go through those, talk about each one of them, maybe help you identify which one you are, and then how do you get out of that sophomore slump once you've identified where you are. So going through this, quite simply, the goalless CrossFitter, or the goalless fitness pursuit. You have no idea why you're coming in and what you're working towards, and then where to concentrate those efforts. So I'm not saying that your goal has to be, I want to do a CrossFit competition, or I want to lose 50 pounds. I'm more interested in something more attainable within the next 3 months. If your goal is to, hey, I want to look good for my wedding and I want to trim up, then you'll kind of know where to concentrate those efforts. Yes, you need to be coming into the gym, but if your goal is to trim up and lose weight, you need to know that the majority of your work needs to be occurring in the kitchen. Additionally, if you have 50 pounds to lose and your goal is to do King Kong, I would say you should probably back that goal up and say, hey, I need to cut weight so I can do muscle ups. Think of an attainable goal of something that you can get to in the next 3 months. Establish something and be working towards that. And then once you have that goal, like I said, identify, do I need to be doing my work in the gym? Do I need to be coming into class early? Do I need to be really getting my diet on point based on this goal? Second, the program jumper. All right. They say that most good programs take about 6 months to adapt to, for you to see an adaptation and positive results of the program. Most coaches will tell you that the most perfectly designed program, ill-executed, is not worth anything. An average program executed fully with great reps, with great sleep, with great diet, even if it's an average or below average program, you're going to see better results. So the program jumper, 1 week I'm OPT, the next week I'm the outlaw way, the week after that I want to be a weightlifter, I want to get as strong as possible, I want to be a gymnast. You haven't given your body enough time to adapt to the program that you're doing in order to see the results from whatever program that is. Your focus is on what's on paper, not your execution of what's on paper, which should be your focus to get those goals. All right, guys, so moving on, strength. Chances are with strength, you can fall into one of 2 categories. Either you're very comfortable here and this is your wheelhouse, or this makes you super uncomfortable, you avoid it at all costs, you load up the same weight for the same movements month after month after month. So, chances are if you fall into one of those 2 camps, you lack on the other side of things. So, you love body weight exercises, you've been doing the same power clean for the last 2 years. Chances are you need to see a different adaptation from your comfort zone. If you love doing strength, if you love squatting and pressing and power cleans, all those things, chances are you shy away from the body weight centered WODs. That's a major weakness in your training that you need to fill in that gap, especially if you feel like you're not seeing the results that you need. Next, the feeler. So, you feel like whatever program you're doing is not working toward your goals, or you feel like a specific workout, this one workout, I'm going to do it this week, this is going to work me toward my goals. You also may be a cherry picker if you're the feeler, because you may see something like squats. Squats make my legs big after I do them. So chances are the feeler has actually never measured their legs or gotten any accurate measurements on whether they're moving toward those goals or not. So the feeler does not record what you eat. You don't record your workouts. You don't test regularly. chances are you cherry pick the workout, so you don't have a set day that you come in regardless of what that workout is. So what I would challenge the feeler to do is actually take measurements. If you feel like you're getting bulky, go hop into the bod pod and see if that bulkiness is not in fact excess body fat, in which case you would focus your efforts in the kitchen. So feelers, measure what you're doing. Last but most importantly, the avoiding that sophomore slump is the 1 hour a day athlete or 1 hour a day member, whatever you want to call it. So we see people when they come from their first workout that they come in here up into about 6 to 8 months, that 1 hour of exercise a day sees amazing results. People drop a ton of weight, people get really strong, tone up, big life change, they're feeling great. At a certain point that does, however, plateau. When that occurs, oftentimes the reaction is one of two things. They begin to blame that 1 hour a day for their fitness or lack thereof. So then they kind of move over into this camp, the feeler, the program jumper. Instead of actually looking at what those 23 hours outside of the gym actually look like. So if this is you, and your 23 hours outside the gym look completely different from your 1 hour in the gym, I'm talking happy hours, what you're drinking, what you're eating, how you're sleeping, how much you're sitting, things like that. I would encourage you to put more of a focus on those 23 hours supporting that 1 hour in the gym, as opposed to sort of an inverse relationship, blaming that 1 hour for everything else outside of it. So instead of using that 1 hour to support a lifestyle, I'm saying have your lifestyle support that hour, and you'd be surprised at how great the results you see are.